All right, lads, welcome back to Ben Does FM and a pretty special episode today. FA Cup semi-final time against Spurs. We will then play the Wolves game after that. We are, of course, hunting down the 5th and 6th spots in the league to try and qualify for Europe. We have just had the message, though, to say that the coefficient, England are leading, so it could go down to 7th, which would be helpful. But we don't want to have to rely on that. We want to try and qualify by finishing 5th or 6th. So we're going to play this game against Spurs. We're going to play the Wolves game in the league, and then we're going to see where we're at after that. We may play another game or two, but I think that's the plan for this episode. Certainly those two games, and then we'll see. But the most important one is this game against Spurs. Can we get to an FA Cup final? Let's get into it. Get into the team selection. We've got a couple of injuries and suspensions, as you can see there. So we're going to go with Macassin in goal. We're going to go, who are we going to play at right back? We're going to have to go with Hogsberg at right back. He hasn't played a huge amount, which isn't ideal. We're going to go with Pavon and Marsa at centre-half. Esquivel is going to play at left back. We're going to go Chris Rigg and Martel in midfield. Right-hand side, we're going to play Rayan. We're going to go Naheem in the middle with, of course, JG on the left-hand side. And we're going to go with Rocco again up top. He scored a brace in the last game and he was very, very good. So that is the team. Let's just see if there's anyone on here we want to change. Just get Domo out and get Wilson Esbrand on the bench. I think that's pretty much it. So that is going to be the side that's going to face Spurs. See if we can get to an FA Cup final. Right, an early highlight. Spurs with a throw-in. Going to be an interesting game, this. Spurs, of course, are, I think, third in the league. We've done really well to nick that back. What a tackle that was from JG, but we've nicked it back. Chris Rigg's done well there as well. Naheem, that's really nice football from us. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how we get on. Spurs are, of course, above us in the league. As I said in the last episode, the other side of the draw is, of course, Wolves and Newcastle. So we have got half a chance of winning the FA Cup if we can get through this. But let's focus on this game first. What a start it is for the Lions. I don't think this is offside. I say it every time. I've got a terrible record. I don't think this is offside. I think we've scored here. It's disallowed. I am useless at these, by the way. This must be so tight. Oh, he's miles off. He's absolutely miles off. Oh, I thought that was going to be one of the best goals we've scored so far in this save. It was great football there. 15 minutes gone. Apart from that disallowed goal, not much has happened here. Been pretty quiet from both sides. Right, throw on deep in Spurs' half. I seem to say that quite a bit with these highlights. Anyway, whipped into the back post. Jack Grealish has jabbed it in at the back post, and we have now gone 1-0 up. I actually kind of missed the finish there. Was it did he head it? Let's have another look here. Pretty simple goal from a Spurs perspective. Oh, he's just stood there as well. The right back, don't know who that was, has just jumped. JG hasn't moved at all. He's just nodded it in at the back post, and it looks like we're going to be going in 1-0 up at half time. Right, throw on to the Lions. See if we can get another ball in the box here. Doesn't look like we're going to. It looks like Spurs might break. They haven't got that many players forward, though. So as long as we can try and squeeze this, don't let them get out, which we've obviously done. They've got out really easy. We've got 4 men around Basuma there, and they've somehow managed to get all the way now down into a crossing position. If they score from back there, that would have been criminal to let them out. 68 minutes gone. I think we're going to make some changes. Quite a few have not really performed in this game. JG is getting... He's not particularly fit. Right, last 20 minutes. Let's see if we can hold on. We have just made a couple of changes. See if they can hold on to this lead for us or stretch it. Hogsberg's going to whip it in again. Makovic at the back post. That is I love it when he gets in that position. Playing him on as an inside forward, honestly, he scores so many goals. I say it all the time. We have so many players that score these types of goals from the crosses. I know we're playing like this, so it's easy to do. But it looks as though we are headed to Wembley and... Headed to Wembley? We're already at Wembley. Heading back to Wembley for an FA Cup final, which will be massive in terms of this save. I'll be absolutely chuffed. That is a penalty. Just give it, ref. Just give it. The ref has given it, I think. It's going to be checked. We can wrap this up now with a penalty. It will be lovely. Penalty awarded. This is the chance for us to cement our place in the final. Naheem is stepping up. He's rolled his socks up. Can he stick it away? He can. 3-0 to the Lions. We are coming back for an FA Cup final, boys and girls. I'm absolutely delighted. I am genuinely... after the heartbreak of losing to Norwich the other year and not getting to the semi-final, I was genuinely gutted. So I am buzzing that we've now got to a final. A really good performance from us here. We've stopped Spurs from a single shot on target in this game. We have been excellent. And that is a 3-0 win for the Lions. And we are coming back for an FA Cup final. Just as important as the FA Cup semi-final, we've got a huge league game now against Wolves. We're going to stick with Hogsberg at right back. He played really well in that last game. We're going to go with Pavon again. And we're going to go with Sorensen this time in the league. We're going to go with Esquivel at left back. We're going to go with Vera and Martel in the middle. We're going to go with Rayan, Baldanzi. We're going to play Makovic, and we're actually going to play him as the inside forward because I like him coming on off from the left-hand side. Rocco is going to keep his place up top. So that is the team. We're going to drop JG for this game, which is a bit controversial potentially. But that is the team that's going to go into Wolves away. So Wolves have lost their last 3 games. We've not been on the best of runs in the league. We do need to try and win, though. We won last time out, very importantly. We do need to win again today to keep the pressure on. Once this highlight's finished, we also have a quick look at the league. Assuming, again, this is a game in hand for us. Wolves coming at us, though. Don't like this. Don't like this. What a save that is from Markson. That is an unbelievable save. I just thought that was a nailed-on goal there when it got cut back. But Markson has produced a wonderful save. Still 0-0. Right, let's have a quick look at the table. So Wolves are down in 12th. This is our game in hand. If we win this, we will go above United and we could go above Chelsea. So this is a huge, huge, huge game. Right, free kick for us here, deep into their half. What a goal. Mads Beck Sorensen at the back post. That is his first goal for the club. Could be a very, very important one in the grand scheme of things. But a pretty simple free kick, pretty simple header at the back post. We've gone 1-0 up. To a throw on deep in our half. We haven't seen it. Oh, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. I don't know who's made that tackle. Martel, I think. But it's one of those ones that we just don't need to make that tackle there. He's got his back to goal. We've just got to try and hold him up. Anyway, let's see if Markson can save this. Solanke stepping up. Markson has saved it. He's guessed the right way. And we stay 1-0 in front. That could be a huge penalty save for us. Markson is huge in goal, by the way. He's 6'5". He's massive. If we can double our lead straight away as well, this will be a right touch. Marcel, get it wide. He's going to hit that from range. Don't know why. Baldanzi's picked it up, though. He's going to drive at Wolves. Oh, this is great football from us again. But another free kick late on in this half. Rocco's going to pick this loose ball up. Can we try and recycle this? We have. That has taken a deflection, but Rayan has scored. That is his 4th of the season for us already. He's been a very good purchase, I must say. He's going to develop into a really handy player for us. So he scored a hat-trick on his debut. If he can stay fit, that's what I want him to do. But he's going to turn into a really handy player for us. 2-0 up at half-time. Could be quite fortunate with the penalty save, but 2-0 up. And as I keep saying, just winning games at the moment is the main thing. I don't care how we do it. Right, are we going to break here? We got 3. We had 2 on 1. Makovic, it's a good save in the end. Probably should have done a bit better than that. Last 20 minutes. I don't want to have a twitchy bum. So can we just hold on to this, please, or go further in front? Baldanzi's picked it up. It's a great ball to Philippi. He's put it in the box to Makovic, who has scored the easiest of tap-ins, and that is 3-0. Game over. A very, very good goal there from us. A really quick breakaway. We won the header. Baldanzi's just driven in the box. He's played in Philippi, who's squared it to Makovic, and the easiest of headers from 2 yards out, and we have really, really deserved that. We are up to 5th now. This is a huge result. A huge, huge result. What are 2 games for us here? 2 3-0 wins, an FA Cup final, and we're back in the European spots. Time's ticking down. It looks like a very comfortable win. Well, it was a very comfortable win. Doesn't tell the whole story, because if Solanke scores that penalty, it's 1-1. We go into half-time, it's completely different. Rayan then scores in the 46th minute, and we go in 2-0 up. As I said, we're up to 5th, and that is a huge result. I don't want to keep saying it, but every game now, it's a must-win game towards the end of the season. So, yeah, huge result. We're a point clear of Chelsea, a point clear of United. We're 6 clear of West Ham. So if the coefficient does go to 7th place, then, do I say it? We're pretty much guaranteed European football. There I've done it. So then, fellas, team to face: Bournemouth, Makasin, Harambu, Pavon, Marsa, Esquivel, Rigg, Martel, Rayan, Baldanzi, Grealish, Makovic. I don't know if I said in the last game, but we have got Newcastle United in the FA Cup final. So they are down in 16th. Bournemouth, who we're playing today, are down in 15th. So it might tell us the sort of level of side we're potentially playing. But that's a winnable FA Cup final for me. Newcastle on FM are normally pretty strong. We're obviously 5 years into the future. Bournemouth have nearly just scored there. But, yeah, we'll have a look at their squad before the FA Cup final. But I think that's a winnable game. Anyone you're playing when you're 7th in the league and they're down in 16th, or 5th in the league, I should say, as it stands. Bournemouth are tearing us apart here. They've hit the bar and hit the post inside 7 minutes. So can we wake up, please? We are the early kickoff here as well, so we've got a real opportunity to put some pressure on Chelsea and Man United. Well, apart from those first 2 opportunities for Bournemouth in the first 7 minutes, nothing else happened in that first half. We didn't have a single highlight, which is not ideal. Bournemouth have gone short from that free kick as well, which I don't like. Can we just clear this? I don't know what's gone on there or why that was a highlight, but half an hour left. We will make some changes in a minute because we have not been very good in this game, to say the least. Grealish has knocked that into Baldanzi. We tried to. Grealish again has just battled through all of that. Chris Rigg has smashed it in the bottom corner. It's well worked in the end. Grealish was a bit of a battering ram there, it looked like. He just kept going through tackle, and he's picked out Baldanzi, who's rolled it back to Chris Rigg, and Chris Rigg has calmly slotted it in the bottom corner. Bournemouth will probably feel quite hard done by. We're 1-0 up, though, so who cares? Right, free kick to Bournemouth. Dangerous position. Defended the first one. They have won the second ball. I thought we were going to nick that. What a save that is from Makasin. I thought that could have been us on the break there. It turns out just a great save from the keeper. Defended the corner, it looks like. We've not been great in this game, but again, as I keep saying, I've said it in the last 3 or 4 games now, it doesn't matter. We've just got to keep winning. Especially when we're the early kickoff. We've got to put some pressure on United and put some pressure on Chelsea. But as I say, we've really not been good in this game. Done well there, though, to get out of a tight space. Can we get this wide? We can. Naheem's picked it up. He's driving, and he's just smashed it straight over the bar from 30 yards. Right, last 5 minutes. Let's make sure we hold on to this. Know what's going to happen now I've said that. We have won that header from the goal kick, though. Naheem's picked it up. If we can get it back to Naheem, he's in behind here, which we have done. He's put it in the box. Rocco has got to score. I thought Baldanzi was just going to shoot, but he's passed it on to Rocco, and from about 5-6 yards out, the keeper's pulled off a great save, but I think he really should, and he's got to score. Oh, we've given it away so cheaply now. Bournemouth on the break. Thank God we've nicked that back. Right, we've picked up the long ball there. Can we now break? Rocco is in behind. Can he finish it off? He can. 2-0 Millwall. And a bit of basketball there from ourselves and Bournemouth. But we have nicked it. Good header in midfield. I think that was from Martel. And a great first-time pass from Baldanzi, who's put it in Rocco's path. And a great finish. Very calmly taken. Little dink into the far corner. That is game over. 2-0 win. We haven't been particularly great in this game, but we've won. As I keep saying a million times, that's the main thing at this stage of the season. Naheem's going to hit the bar or the post here because it's a free kick, and that's what he does. Keeper saved it, thought he'd hit the bar. But as I say, we've won the game. We've put pressure on the teams around us, and more importantly, it's another game ticked off now towards the end of the season. And that is that. 2-0 win, as I said, very, very important. We're now 4 points clear of Chelsea and Man United. So whatever happens, we will be finishing the day in 5th position, which is excellent. We have got 3 games left to play in the league, plus an FA Cup final for you. So what I'm going to do now is end this episode. As ever, if you're new around here, please do subscribe to the channel. Hope you're enjoying how far we have got into this season and how much we've progressed from last season. I did say and did wonder if we would have enough to get into the European places. I think our recruitment's been so much better this time around. But as I said, if you're new around here, please do subscribe to the channel. If you've enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. And we will now see you for the remaining fixtures in the league and an FA Cup final. See you in that episode.